people who run the space are out of town in Austin at an improv festival,
Yeah.
so we're stepping in.
Michael asked me 1 minute ago, can you co-host? And I said yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I really appreciate it.
I thought it'd be funny banter.
Yeah.
I'm fucking this up already.
Well, we're super stoked to have Malachie Graham here tonight as our guest for Art Mondo, but we have a very special guest from LA, don't we?
Oh, yeah.
Like we have somebody who traveled a long way to get here.
Oh, yeah. This is a very special treat. Rocket Jackson.
Yeah, Rocket Jackson is going to open up the set, so please, everybody, put your hands together and welcome Rocket Jackson!
Are you guys ready to start living?
Yeah.
Great. Okay, my name is Rocket Jackson from Los Angeles, California. I'm an expert entertainer. I work in entertainment, effects, stunts, video, magic stunts, child stunts, pyrotechnics, snake stunts, writer, director, producer, PA, naturopathic consultation, danger chef, shark and stingray empath, splatter guru, Reiki Gonnet, hornet, watchman, best boy, worst boy, camel sleuth. I've been the henchman in up to 4 off-blockbuster hits, including Cobra Knife and Death. I know what I'm doing. I'm here tonight because I heard that Grimm show is doing this scene where a werewolf rips off his own face. And I've done at least 15 of those, and they probably don't know what they're doing. And because a lot of places don't get it right, you know? Like you got the movie Harry Potter, right? Had a werewolf in it, but he didn't rip off his own face. And then you got kids flying around on brooms, and it doesn't make any sense. You got the Grey, Liam Neeson, right? A bunch of wolves. He's fighting them. Should have been werewolves, right? And then Liam Neeson should have been also a wolf, therefore a werewolf, but he'd also be played by Tom Hanks. And so he'd rip off his own face. It'd be Forrest Gump. And then it's all endearing, and the werewolves all rip off their own face. It's fantastic. Or you have the movie Face Off, right? Which is, you have 2 werewolves pretending they're different werewolves. They rip off their faces. Oh, it's the other werewolf. They rip off their face. Blood, awesome. So I'm here because I'm a go-getter. And also, I need some money because they didn't guarantee me any pay because they didn't ask me to come. So I'm a go-getter though. I'm gonna get hired. I'm a go-getter. This is my, my boom mic that I use. This is how I write my movies, right? This is where I get all of my dialogue. To show you an example, like you there. What's one secret that you'll take with you to the grave?
I can't tell you.
See, that's what most people say, and as a result, a lot of my movies become about people's personal spaces being invaded by boom mics. Movies such as Get That Out of My Face, What Are You Doing, and Werewolf Attack 2, You Can't Take That. Plus the wonderful musical, You Can't Take It With You, Into the Why, Sir. So it's a fun thing, but I'm here tonight also no one told me, but Grimm stopped shooting like 8 months ago. So I'm now trying to get work on Portlandia, which is this amazing show where they take humor and insight, right? And they make fun of Portland, but without using the humor or insight. It's amazing. It's fantastic. You have to see it to believe it. But it's tricky because like I know I'm gonna get the work because I follow the very 3 simple rules. The simple rules that you can follow too. It's not that hard. Number 1. Never take no for an answer unless the question is number 1, am I going to fail? Or number 2, does this Ben & Jerry's have security? Because if it's no on number 2, you could just take everything. The place is staffed with cheerleaders. But you can't do that at Baskin Robbins because they hire criminals and washed up arena football players. So the second one, number 2, is don't do drugs until you're famous. All right? Everyone loves it when a plane stops mid-flight, right? No one loves it when a plane blows up on takeoff. The next one, a lot of people don't like that one, but it's true. The next one is first impressions are everything because first impressions can make or break a career. Just look at John Leguizamo, who was serving water to Rennie Harlan, director of Die Hard 2, who later on went to cast and who should show up, but Bruce Willis, a friend of John Leguizamo, and so I thought, hey, I can take that advice, and so I was working at a Motel 6 where I got to meet South Asia's most famous Uma Thurman impersonator, who did big tours all of Cambodia and Laos, and we figured out that we could get some money selling our organs. These things just don't happen by coincidence. All right, so the main thing, though, is that I gotta get out of here, actually. So I have to make some money somehow. So I got a couple things for sale. First thing for sale, these are for sale after the show. First one is a very useful item called a stab necklace. It's what you do is you, Christ. Okay, you put it on. If I can untangle it. All right, so you put it on, and it cuts your face to hell. And then you take it off, and it cuts your face to hell, as well as your neck. And ouch, Well, the thing is, like, here, catch. That's a joke, folks. I know this is a comedy show, but improv, where folks are just making jokes up on the spot. That's what I do. It's easy. It's fun. You know, you can just be like, here, I'll show you guys a fun improv scene right now, all right? So, hey, I'm Tom Hanks, and I want to give you $1 million. Make it 2 million, Tom. Punch. It's that easy, right? These folks up here being scared, being, what are they going to say? Say anything. It's all garbage. So, that in mind, the other thing, Christ, I think I left it back there. Would you give me 5 seconds of grace to go get it? Because it's really important. Okay, here we go. All right, so this is my vision board that's given me all the success that you could ever need. With it, you got Wilford Brimley, right? Style, success, because he's on Bikini Babe. Given cream spinach, success, to a hot rod wearing a baseball cap, me. And it's worked tremendously, as you've seen so far. With that in mind, I have to leave. These are all $1,000 each. Thank you all very much. Have a good evening.
Before we move on, let's just talk a little bit about what this show is. We're super lucky to have Malachie Graham as the guest, and Art Mondo is a show where we showcase a musician and we listen to their songs, and a group of improvisers will be listening to the songs, and we'll listen to the lyrics, and we'll chat with the musician. We'll chat with Malachie about the songs and kind of what inspired her to write them and what the lyrics mean, and then we'll pull ideas from those songs and create original comedy from them. Do you have anything to add?
No, sorry.
You have a fidget spinner.
Well, it was. I got nervous the first time.
That's what they're for.
Well, it was branded. They couldn't call them fidget spinners. They're called like anxiety device. Is what the package.
Oh, okay.
Says. I don't know if somebody owns that name, but anyways.
Anyway. All right. That being said. Please welcome to the stage Malachie Graham. And please, improvisers, come up here as well. Please welcome your improvisers to the stage. We got Aaron, Nick, David, Mike, Michael.
Woo, the whole team. Awesome. I don't know if we're as inspirational as Rocky, but we'll try. I'm Malachie, and this is Aaron, and none of the mics are on, but we'll get there. Hey, there they come. Check. Hey there. And guitar. Sweet. Well, thank you so much for having us. I'm excited to see how this becomes funny. I'm trying to pull out my least bummer ones, but yeah, well, I'll play the song, and then do we talk about it after, maybe?
Yeah, we'll
that
talk
seems
about
like
it
a
after.
good.
Yeah.
See what you get from the first lesson.
Yeah.
All right, this song's called Wiretap. You didn't know it, but I recorded our conversation. I'm listening back to it now, because the wire can tell you more than the transcription. It captures the sound, the sound, the sound. Oh, 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 oh. Any questions? Or do I just present in an expository way? Or,
Yeah, we'll ask some questions. Was that about, who was that about specifically?
Myself,
Okay.
but about not surreptitiously recording yourself, Malachie, because that's no good. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't surreptitiously record your conversations with other people without their permission. Even if you might suspect it might give you some emotional clarity later, or proof in the case of a trial. You shouldn't do those things. No, there was no trial.
Okay.
So what
It never came to that.
what conversation did you listen back to the most? What was the context?
Well, so I actually wrote this song when I was playing with a bunch of different drummers and with a bunch of band practices. Sometimes I'm really bad at knowing, right in the moment, what I think about something. And this is often true, practicing music. I'm really bad at having instantaneous feedback. So I was having a bunch of band practices and recording a lot of stuff with my voice memo app on my phone. And then when emotional stuff came up or I wanted to break up with someone, it became oh, I could just do the same thing I do in my band practices. I could just have the little voice memo app out, go back over it later, make sure I got it right. I did not end up doing that, but the me in the song did, so that's no good. The middle verse too was inspired by I was listening to a really good podcast called The Memory Palace, where he did this whole episode about this crazy historical thing where Guglielmo Marconi, who invented the telegraph, boop, 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 all that Morse code. Telegraph? Is that the telegraph?
Yes.
That was great. He invented that, which made communication just so much easier to send each other telegrams. But he got really fixated on something late in his life where the distress call from the Titanic was one of the first boats that had telegraph capability on it. And for some reason, the signal took a really long time to finally be heard. Things didn't go great for them. But it was actually because it was reflecting off icebergs or something, but the inventor of the telegraph started getting obsessed with this idea that you could listen back to anything, that sound just keeps on going forever, and if you just have the right, a strong enough radio, you could hear anything. You could hear, Jesus' Sermon on the Mount. You could hear, the moment when your grandparents fell in love. We just don't have the recording technology capable of that yet. And I was like, I have a voice memo app. If I just record everything from now on, then that will be true. Anyway, this weird old inventor got kind of obsessed with this idea that you can keep listening back to any conversation ever. And so the song's about, is that healthy? No, but maybe. But hey, it's cool, it's not cool. Any other questions about I just gave you way too much information now.
That's great.
Yeah.
All right.
You think? Yeah, we'll move the microphone.
Awesome.
For you, but yeah, okay, cool.
Malachie Graham, everybody.
I'll take this guitar all the way off stage.
So that's it. They're gonna come rescue us now, yeah?
Well, I sent the message, and I went so I'm waiting to
We
see.
had you trained on this specifically for this kind of situation.
Yes,
Dave.
Captain, I'm aware of that. I've been perfectly trained. I can read Morse code backwards, forwards.
Okay, great. So what did you tell them?
I said, help, help, Titanic, emergency, SOS. And then I sent that into the wires, and now it's just, we'll hear back soon. Everybody stay calm, because we'll hear back soon.
Dave, the ship is sinking. We can't stay calm.
Did
Did it work?
We don't know if it worked, because it's a new technology, and it takes time for technology to evolve.
I said keep the carrier pigeons. I said keep the carrier pigeons. We've always used carrier pigeons before.
But I didn't realize that this was gonna take as long. I didn't know.
Well, we'll just have to hope for the best. But Dave, the captain always goes down with the ship, and
It's very honorable of you, sir. It's very honorable of you.
so I'd really appreciate it if you just double check that it worked, because I don't want to go down with the ship. I feel like this is all on me. I didn't see the iceberg.
I can't disagree with you on that, sir. That was mostly your responsibility.
It's like all this new technology, I can't keep up. Like steam. Steam became a thing and just kind of mucked everything up. We used to just row.
Oh, Captain, this is a luxury cruise ship.
Yeah.
You knew that we couldn't
No, I
row
know.
when we joined this. You knew that. You knew we couldn't do that. Sir, I could try to. I'll send the message again. I'll say,
Could
hurry,
you please?
hurry, hurry.
This
Rescue
just doesn't
needed.
seem like it would work.
I think it's a really confusing message from the Titanic. It says, hooray, hooray. Iceberg. What is an iceberg?
No, I gotta do it again. I spelled it. It's a typo. It's a typo.
A typo.
I have my cheat sheet. I have a
Spell
cheat
check?
sheet.
Steve, I really, like, as your Morse code instructor, I want you to do a little more conversational Morse code, okay? More conversational, okay? Hey, how are you doing tonight? Can I have a cerveza?
What if it's an emergency? Like, what if like years from now I join I'm on some kind of vessel or ship and I have to.
Steve, I am a teacher here.
Yeah.
What do you mean they want drinks?
I know, help, and I tried to lighten the mood with what I can do. I said, cerveza, as a reward. I said, if you rescue us, we'll give you beer for rescuing. I don't know, I'm panicking.
Hi, Deborah. Thanks for meeting me.
Absolutely.
I was digging through the transcripts, and I think I know why you broke up with me.
Look, John, we've talked about this. It's not happening.
No, I think I get it now. Okay, I've been over all the volumes, multiple volumes, and I found it. March 3rd, 2016. Hey, John, would you please clean up after yourself? John. Dad, I'm tired.
Don't! I can't do this again! No!
Hi, how you two doing today? You ready to order something?
Oh yeah, sorry.
If you need a moment, I could come back. It looks.
Mozzarella.
I am so sorry. Wow, I am making a scene.
Oh.
I am making a scene.
Hey.
Guy.
It's okay. You're at the Olive Garden. Everyone's family. Okay, 2 mozzarella. Is there anything I can? I really don't mean to interrupt. I should probably let you guys hash out whatever it is with that device. Is that a printer? No. You a writer? I'm a writer too.
Yeah?
Actually, I'm working on a script. I don't mean to butt in. Sorry. I'm working on a script though.
Hey, Sherry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why don't you get the fuck out of here?
Hey, Jesus! Jesus! Can I have you repeat that one more time? I just want to make sure that we get it on, on record.
I'm ready with the chisel and the rock. Well, just want to say, I really didn't mean anything by anything that I said. If I offended any Romans or anything like that.
Any Romans?
Yeah, any, underline any. Any of them. So it's just really a blanket apology for everything I said if I pissed off anyone. Yeah.
Ray, are you getting all that?
Yeah, here, I'm gonna hand this off to you.
Okay. This one's full.
All right, Jesus, go ahead. I just want to emphasize that I'm very sorry. All right,
Jesus, we're running out of rocks, so if you could add some fresh material to this, that'd be great. We already know from Rock 1.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we got plenty on that.
I just really wanted that to be clear. All right, yeah, thanks.
And then Jesus said, I'm only want that to be clear. I'm very, very sorry. Are you writing this down? I don't think you need to write this down. I just wanted to say I'm sorry.
Hey, can you mention me? You say like I'm.
And don't forget my friend Dave.
All right, look, Mr. Haverford, this is a very serious crime. I want you to please read the transcript, because it sounds like you had a sexual relationship with this mob boss. Can you read it out for us right now, please?
You're gonna make me do this in front of my kids, my whole family. You're a dirty. Sorry you have to hear this, Sally.
It's okay, Daddy.
Oh no, it's not. Not gonna hear what I have to.
I'm gonna love you no matter what, honey.
Oh, we'll see about that. After I read this. What was it about? The sexual relations part? Yeah, okay. Sexual. Thank you for the sexual time. That's all it says. I don't know.
Can you scroll back to earlier in that evening?
Go back to.
You said that you were with your wife at 9 p.m., but I see something at 8:58 that says, "What's up? Hey, I'm out. What about you?" And it progresses to get a little bit further than that.
Hey, I'm out. Want to do a sexual time? Sexual time? That could be anything, though. I don't know. That could be a sexual TV show.
Why do you have to be so explicit, Daddy?
I wish you would talk like that to me.
Oh, and now it comes out. I knew the second you heard what was in this binder, you both would change your tune. Sally, Tammy, the two of you, none trustworthy. I knew it. You didn't actually love me.
You don't really mean that.
I think tensions are high. Why don't we take a little break from the court?
Please welcome to the stage, malachie.
Yeah, I think so. A guitar, please. Madam. Let's see if I'm all caught up. Just a moment. You want it to be in tune, you all do. Alright, let's see. Okay, we're gonna do another one. Just play this volleyball game, us and then you, and just kick it back into your court. But right now the ball is in our court. It couldn't be more excited. This song is called Believe. For the sound of your voice, I'd upend this world, our futures so brightly entwined. After so many nights spent dreaming together, with sleep the last thing I
those dollars can buy, and I'll win any race if the money is right. Over drinks I'll complain that the beltway is too tight. I'll say anything, but don't ask me to fight. I can't believe, I can't believe, I can't believe.
That was awesome.
Thank you.
Can I make a wild guess about what that's
Yes, please.
Is it about November 2016?
It was written before that, in fact, but it could be. You're on the right track for sure. Yeah, yeah. I wrote that a couple years ago about and what constituted for scandal then.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
So yes, thematically, correct.
What was there a real event that happened?
Just seeing politician after politician, like even the really good ones that you want to root for, and then just the heartbreak when either a campaign crumbles or an administration crumbles because they just can't keep it in their pants, or can't just have some particularly harmful when it's like someone you really believe in, where you're just like, oh, your policies are so on the nose, they're great, but then you just have the personal thing that's broken in every politician. But yeah, so a breakup song, but of a campaign manager with their candidate after something comes out. Yeah, that's sort of what's going on there. Any questions about specific parts or?
I like the part about the book tour. I thought that was great.
Cool. But yeah, so it's you'll be back with a book tour and your likable smile, but this person has been completely burned out and can't believe in anything anymore. But they're still working. The last verse is the campaign manager is still working in DC. They're just a hollow husk of a human being who's in it for the money. So it's really an uplifting number. Thought that was an appropriately positive tone. Anyway, so yeah, not about this past November, but just about what parts are always broken, and I think you could apply it to any number of modern political scandals. Yeah.
So do you tend to write songs that revolve around characters a lot?
I do. Yes, I think so. Yeah, I like writing with a strong voice and trying to get in someone's head. Not necessarily. I want to try and empathize with someone, even if I don't necessarily. The songwriting process is a way to empathize with someone. So it's like, even if it's someone where otherwise I would be like, why are you doing the things that you do? Try and kind of get inside that and see it from their perspective. So, yes, often from a character lens. And it's cool because I've been here before with my other project, which is more spacey and personal, emotional sounding. I do think that the songs for this are a bit more like focused on a specific story or a specific perspective.
Do the characters and do you help with the writing, or do the characters really like? Well, no, I mean
the characters think she's a great analyst of songs.
I saw you look at her when you said that. So
she understands. Like sometimes when you write something, the people who sing them with you understand them better than you do after a while. So do you have any insights on this song?
I mean, we definitely bounce back and forth, and I feel like when you're telling me what a song is about, I'll pick on one lyric and be like, but I feel like there's this other layer or two here, and then she'll be like, yeah.
I didn't even know that, but I guess so. Yeah, totally. Very insightful.
Cool. Anyone else have questions? Awesome. Malachie Graham.
Yeah, I want this to be on, and I want these to be over here. Okay.
I don't care if I'm President Tom. I'm a broken husk of a man. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm resigning. You will be president.
No, I can't take that from you, sir. Come on. Come on, buck up, stick with it. We can
No.
spin this. We can spin this, okay?
I don't want to spin it.
Yeah, we can spin it.
I don't want to spin it.
Yes, come on. Hey, we can spin this, all right? Here, take a juice box.
What a juice box.
Yes, you do. Doesn't that taste good? Doesn't that taste good? Okay.
Pretty good.
Do you want to resign now?
No, I don't know.
Come on.
I don't know.
Come on. President.
Yes, Mr. Vice President, do you need his fidget spinner?
Oh,
Is that my fidgy?
fidgy, sir.
Is that my fidgy?
It's your fidgy. Yeah. Doesn't that feel good now? Come on.
It's like mommy.
Yeah.
It's like mommy's holding me again. This is hard.
I know it is. It is so hard, Mr. President.
I thought it was gonna be fun.
I know it is fun. You know what? When I think something's really hard, you know what I do?
What?
I eat a graham cracker.
Lucky?
Hey.
feel like there's something behind that. Something.
No, I mean.
No, I think there's something behind. I think there's real feelings behind that.
No. I'm a big mean man.
Well, you know what I have for you? Big mean hug.
Don't you do it.
Oh,
All right, fellas. This can be a good, clean fight. 3 rounds. So just let's fight clean and take it easy. You know, hug it out, and then we're gonna get going. Okay?
Usually just do the tap.
Oh, I tap with my whole body.
Yeah.
Oh,
Quick.
come on, feel it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let me go.
Ah, there you go.
Kick his ass! Kick his ass!
Yeah!
Ding, ding, ding! Get him!
Okay, I'm gonna hit you now.
Yeah.
I want the big strong man to win.
You hear that?
Fight with your words.
Yeah, I'm emotionally strong. You can't see it. But
Yeah,
it's
Carl.
inside.
Yeah, for the big strong man.
I know you didn't mean that. That's okay.
No, I really did.
Oh, yeah, see? I hope you're working it all out. We're going to be good friends
Share
someday.
your
Laugh
feelings.
about this.
I'm feeling a little bit of a release.
There you go. Yeah, come on, let it
Not
out.
the big strong man.
Come on.
Honey, I really wish you would stop. I can't stand seeing you just get the crap kicked out of you every night. I mean, I know you love it, but you gotta stop.
Listen, they need this. They need to kick the crap out of me.
It's a high school wrestling match.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Your husband changed my life.
Saves me. You just came right in.
It was a screen door. I don't usually knock on screen. I don't know where to knock.
Invitation.
Yeah, that's still
I just wanted to tell you I got into med school. And just turning things around. But I'll go. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Well, you're
I
here
didn't-
now.
you're here,
You're
so-
now. Would you like something to eat? I mean, I just finished cooking lasagna.
Oh, I mean, I don't. Sure, if it's not a bother.
Yeah, and you can hit me if you want. If
No,
you
I'm over. I'm done with
All right,
that.
I'm just saying,
I'm
it's
done
always
with
on the table.
that. You have a lovely husband.
Are you the same person who I saw you at the school? Were you the one who beat up
Yeah,
my
I
hubby?
beat him up real bad.
Sure did, yeah. Very bloody.
Yeah.
Why did you do that?
Well, it's a fight. You're supposed to. It's
He's a wrestling coach. He's trying to encourage his
Whoa.
students.
Don't belittle what I do.
Honey, I'm not trying to
I'm a
belittle
life
you.
coach above a wrestling coach.
But really, you gotta stop.
I know the parents shouldn't get so involved. It's supposed to be for the kids, but I got carried away.
I want to say, Geppetto, I think you're capitalizing on my life. It's my story.
Oh, Pinocchio. Oh, Pinocchio. You are just a little pawn in my scheme. You're a little puppet, and of course I'm capitalizing on your life.
I just feel like it's a tell-all.
on a massive book tour and make so much money off of your life.
I say fuck him. If you want to have a life, come have sex with a hot girl puppet. You do what you want. You do what you want. Don't listen to your boss or whatever you call him. You have nothing to lose by. Are you alive or not? Am I talking to a man puppet or a puppet puppet? Huh? Yeah, that's what I want. That's what I want.
Sweetie, I know it looks bad. It looks bad on my career as a congressman. Like, all the late night shows are really getting in there. But think about how much closer this is going to bring us together, you know? Like, you suddenly know about all my kinks and...
Yeah, it's because you text messaged them to an aide.
Yes. And I forgot that you can screen cap things.
Mm-hmm. I can also just see it on CNN.
Yeah, you can see it on a Countless Loop, on a Bear and Fallon. But, hey, you want to go, I don't know, you want to try?
You are in the doghouse right now.
Oh, yeah, I am. I'm in the
Now
doghouse.
don't try and talk into me. No, this is not a sexy thing.
Oh, but I've been bad. I've been bad.
You have, and not in a sexy way. I'm not gonna fall for this shit. Don't make those eyes at me. Those eyes aren't gonna work.
Yeah, sir, this is the dog. You want to get in the kennel?
He's a smaller one.
I don't know much about dogs, but I know a place where you can do it with a puppet.
Joining us is the 5 o'clock news. Welcome to the 5 o'clock news. We're filling in for Phil and Alice tonight, who are away, but they left their capable kids in charge of the news. So let's start with the first story, right?
That's right. Later today, a parade. You?
Thanks, John.
Read the cue cards. Read the cue cards.
Scrolling fast.
That's a lot of
Can you
words.
slow down?
Slow down.
Yeah.
Here, there's a juice box. Graham crackers.
Oh, you're so lucky. This is so awesome. Another great day for the stock market. It went up 20 points today. And if you buy stocks, maybe they'll go up for you too. Because they went up for everybody else. Now, for the weather, let's go to Chuck, who's also filling in for his dad. Chuck, what's happening in the weather now? How's it looking in your neighborhood, Chuck?
Chuck, turn around. Turn around, Chuck.
Chuck?
Don't touch the wall. Don't touch the green screen.
Is this haunted? It's green over here, but there's a map.
Calm down.
Where did my pants go? Where did my legs go?
Got it. We're off the air. We're off.
Let's welcome back to the stage.
Oh gosh. So one more that
One,
you guys respond to?
one more, and then we're gonna respond, and then you'll finish with one
Oh,
more.
I get the last word.
You get the last one. Yep.
All right. Okay.
stop the girls like me. So they wrote the rules to stop the girls like me. But the rules will never stop a girl like me. It's a song. It's another song.
Amazing.
How's your cinema history?
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Casablanca?
Okay. Yes. Sure. No. Wrong. There's this crazy moment in film history between I'm no lecturer here. I'm giving so many lectures about history things I don't want to think about. Okay. There's this moment in cinema history between like 1929 and 1934 where there started being words in movies, so it was the advent of the talkie, but there were not yet rules about what you could and could not say in the movies. So there are some really raunchy films from like 1930. Yeah. So the code, yes, the code, the Hays Code, implemented by Willie Hayes, was actually written a little earlier, but then in 1934 they're like, okay, we're going to follow these rules. Hollywood actually censored itself. They started to get, the federal government started to hint that they were not going to look so kindly on some of these like dark, raunchy movies that were coming out and corrupting
And by
America.
raunchy, we mean women who had dynamic sex lives and could passionately kiss on stage.
Yeah.
Raunchy.
Yeah.
That's what we mean by that.
Yeah, there's like a whole, yeah.
And show a little leg.
Yeah, it's raunchy by 1929 standards, so it's like the lyric hike your dress up to your knees. It's like, yeah, showing some leg. But yeah, like Aaron says too, it's like the rules that they put in place said that you couldn't show married people in the same bed. You couldn't show unmarried people in the same bed, which was happening in these movies, which is awesome. You sort of like bad deeds had to be punished within watching the film. You had to like, if somebody's like a bad news drug dealer, they have to like meet their comeuppance at the end. Before that, there were these much more nuanced, like not so black and white movies where women, well, sure, like a woman might be like a mistress, and I've seen some great scenes where they just like, a guy was like, say, we really should get married one of these days, and the woman's like, no, I'm good. And at the end of the movie, it's like never an issue. She's just like, no, this is how I want, what I want with my life. I'm pursuing a career. And like, so it's not that that didn't exist throughout time. It's that they literally put a rule in place about what we could see. And when they, Hollywood self-censored, they hired this like Protestant minister to come in. They're like, can you write us some really like strict codes about what we are and are not allowed to show on film? And that was Willie Hayes. And they like set the representation of women in cinema back like 60 plus years, and a lot of the stuff even today, like these movies, like just the basic structure of the movie, some of the things about a basic romantic structure of a movie weren't necessarily codified back then. Much more interesting halves could happen, much more interesting things could happen. There's all kinds of crazy rules, but Willie Hayes ruined it all in 1934. Yeah.
Really interesting. Wow, I didn't even know that.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah, there's like really interesting stuff, and you can watch a bunch of these movies on YouTube. There's just like,
watch
you can
some
just
pre-code
see
movies.
some
They're
crazy
sexy.
pre-code movies. They're sexy. There's like little negligees and like
They have lovers that just come in.
just like lovers coming and going, and just they don't need to apologize for it. So
Well, let 6 white dudes explore that.
Anyone have
any more questions?
All right.
Great.
All right, I know you're all here. I know we have, we heard a lot of those themes about gender equality and racial issues. We have a lot of it, so we're really excited for you to see this movie. It's called Footloose. We think it really speaks to everything you have to think and feel about. It's about not being able to dance. No, there's really this is what all society we really codified it. We really understood your message, and it's about it's Kevin Bacon. You know Kevin Bacon? He can't dance in a city. He's not allowed to. So we've heard you, and we've given you.
So he can't dance? So what does he do?
He dances.
So there is dance.
Yes.
Oh, okay. He's physically able to dance.
He's physically able to dance. In a city where he's not supposed to dance, he dances. That speaks to your issues. Yes.
Well, I'm still confused. If he's not allowed to dance, then how does he dance in the city? Does he get arrested? I mean, it sounds like a short movie.
Can he dance outside the city?
Yes.
Is that what happens?
Yes.
You just go outside.
Oh, he just goes outside the city and dances.
But then he.
I can't dance in this city. Well, my God, I'll dance in another city.
Hey, as soon as you cross that municipal line, you can dance, but you can never come back here.
Well, you just watch me, Constable.
You get out of here with that Satan dancing. You get.
I'll never come back again. Not in a city where I can't do this.
Westfield, you dance here. Deal with it.
We're a little bit more modest over at Eastfield.
Constable, are those children dancing across that line?
Don't look.
No!
We're gonna cross.
They're gonna hypnotize you.
Crossing.
Hey,
Crossing
stop.
and we're dancing.
Stop.
Crossing and we're dancing.
No.
Crossing and we're dancing. Oh, he's dancing. The line is powerful. The line has power.
Honey, I really wish I could get into your bed with you.
You know the rules.
There's barbed wire across the whatever that is.
It's just that you look so beautiful tonight. I just, I figured maybe we could be intimate this evening.
Not tonight.
Is it the barbed wire? Why do we let these things separate us, honey?
Well, it took a long time to put in, and we thought it was a good idea at the time.
I know, it seemed like a really good project at the time.
That's the project planning.
We've got a lot of different kinds of wire at Home Depot. What kind of project are you guys looking to do?
No, a chastity project.
We don't want to have sex for pleasure, so...
Only for procreation.
Yeah, so we were thinking physical barrier, but, I mean, do you have some cedar? Some nice cedar?
We wanted to match our mid-century modern home.
Well, we got some fencing wire. I guess you could wrap that around your wherever you're going to put it. I don't know what your plans are.
Yeah, I was thinking physical wall, but I mean barbed wire. That
It
would
sends
keep
a
me-
message.
Yeah. Yeah, that would make me very much not want to touch you. So.
At the time, it seemed like a good idea. I'm just going to try and climb over it, okay?
Honey.
Okay?
No, honey.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
Oh God! Oh God! You're bleeding.
I'm bleeding everywhere.
You're bleeding a lot.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a flying fuck.
Chase your own dreams. You're a free woman.
I know I am. Sorry, I have to do this, but I gotta go.
Good. You should go.
It's the 1930s. Happening.
That's great. The the censorship rules are going to kick in a week, though, so let's really take advantage of the freedom of thought right now. Okay. I want to see that again, but I want to see a lot more freedom. I want to see more freedom. All right. Okay, and action.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a flying fuck. Let's fuck right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, I like a slow burn. I get real wet on a slow burn.
I understand.
Oh my God. Is this a colonial house? Oh, it's so hot.
Yeah.
Oh, are these banisters? Oh.
And that's it for the news. News is over now. So let's just cut to the.
Have a good day.
Okay.
You guys completely messed up this newscast. Tell your parents to come home.
Oh boy.
I thought we were really good. I told them have a good day. A good day is good. That's really, yeah. Okay, listen, we've got 10 seconds until the commercial break is over.
Oh, it's not over. It's
No,
not
I
over.
thought we were done.
Can we try the weather again then,
You
maybe?
just got- We got it? Okay, 3, 2, 1.
There's storm clouds overhead. So apparently existence is an illusion. Because what you see isn't always. So hard.
I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse. So I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse. You propose sexy times to me.
Sexual time.
Sexual times. I know you're a famous politician, but I'm saying maybe we can strike a deal.
I wanted to explore another side of my sexuality.
That version of The Godfather never made it to theaters due to breaking the codes that were in place at the time. Next on Turner Classic Movies, a version of Casablanca you probably haven't seen. It's got a real weird part where it talks about wood. Strokes it. It's, well, you guys should just watch.
Oh, you got 2 floors here. Oh.
And time. Great job. Great job. Please welcome back Melanie Graham.
We already did believe that one. We can't.
Oh, no, I see.
The eaves. Let's do that one. That's maybe a nice
Loser.
closer. Thank you so much, everybody. Give it up for the improvisers. Amazing. Thanks so much to Erin Elliott for singing with me. This is amazing. She understands my songs better than I do, so it's great to have her. She reminds me, like, wait, why is it raunchy? Like, oh, right, yeah, raunchy. And thank you for bringing the raunch, boys. That was really wonderful.
That's white dude's interpretation.
both classic movies and and sexual intrigue. I think it's cute. All right, we have one more song for you. It's called "The Eaves," and it will not be interpreted, so leave it to your own imagination.
What miss when your kids turn into people? Will you miss when people leave only dust? What will you miss? Oh, will you miss me when the people that you love all have gone? What will you do when the bedrooms all are empty, but the eaves are even fuller than before? What will you do with all those boxes when the people who own them all have gone? It's your grandma's china pattern, your uncle's crown of thorns. It's the dress your mother wore when she died of a broken heart. It's the piles of broken bottles, the old dance cards, the older photographs. It's the wondering why you're the one that's last. What did you miss when your kids turned into people? What do you miss? Now people have left only dust. What do you miss? Oh, do you miss me? Now the people that you love all have gone.
Can we see you perform live anywhere soon?
I think the next time we're doing a Laurel Thirst happy hour sometime in September. We will be on my website.
Awesome.
My name is hard to spell, and it's on some CDs that I have over here that are $5. That you could just write the name down or just get a CD. Either one is cool by me. Thank
Sweet.
you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So welcome back to Stand Comedy Space. This is a performer-run space, and it runs entirely on donations. It's pay what you want. There's a little pink bucket on your way out. If you had a good time tonight, please put something in there. And they also teach classes here. So go to the website, kickstandcomedy.org, if you're interested in learning how to do improv. Thanks, everybody. There's another show after this. Portland Herald Night, if you want to see more improv. So stick around, please.